demos are completed. Those who have not paid the fees, please complete your fee payments. And I request everyone to put the mask. Request everyone to put the mask. Mask. Mask until petkomani. Okay, please. Anyhow, we are not following social distancing. At least mask. You have any doubts? Take out the mask, ask the doubt, and put. And tomorrow, pay the Google Classroom for notes. Okay, ma? So kindly complete your fee payments by tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes, students, good evening to all of you. Now we will start the session. Confirm it. Am I audible or not? All the students in the online, please confirm it. Okay. Now let us start discussing about the last session. In the yesterday's class, the topic is started. The first topic I started in the session already. I hope you people are remembering the topic called what? Features of Python programming. Features of Python programming we already started in the last session. So subject is started, and then so the students in the online, am I clear? Yes, ma'am. Now it is clear. Okay. Okay. Let it be. So in the last session, we already started the topic. There is the features of Python programming. And most of you are present in the last session. And now we are going to discuss the first feature called simple. So if anybody was absent in the last session, nothing to worry about it, because I just wrote in the last session only features of Python programming. First starting topic of Python I started. And in the last 2 days sessions, if you want, we are providing the video links to listen the previous 2 days. And nothing is there in the last 2 days. We just spoke about the introduction part of the Python, and we entered into the subject part in last session only. Now today we are talking about what? First feature called simple. How many features are there in Python? Yes. So in the Python programming, we are having 11 features. Those 11 features are providing so many number of inbuilt services that are nothing but facilities are provided by the Python language developer. Who is the language developer of Python, which I said in the class? ROSM. And those facilities are used by you people for development of which applications? Real-time applications. So yesterday's class I typed it, and today we are talking about what? First feature called simple. So now I am going to enter into the first feature called simple. Let's start with the first feature called what? Simple. Look at that. So in what way the programming language is simple? So let me give in-depth discussion about why this programming is simple. Python programming, look at guys, all of you carefully listen. And once again, I am saying, because I found some new students in this class, where people are going on joining newly. And there I would like to specify, to learn this Python programming, we need not have any basic knowledge. No need to learn any programming knowledge. No need to have any C language, C++, no Java, nothing is required. Okay. So let me start with, it's our beginning language. It's your starting language, and you'll become a good programmer in this class. Okay. Python is one of the simple programming language. Simple programming language because of three important factors. Because of three important technical factors. Look at that. Three important technical factors. Three important technical factors. What are those important technical factors? I just want to give it. What are those important technical factors? I just want to give it. So the first technical factor, and of course we are getting one beautiful definition also inside of it. We are going to get beautiful definitions also inside of it. So let us start the in-depth discussion about what are those technical factors. Fine. When do you say a programming language is simple? According to your opinion. Can anybody can speak? According to your opinion, C programming is, I'm giving some rough work here. Do you feel C is simple or difficult? Do you feel simple or difficult? Come on. There are no internal marks. Please share with your views. Simple or difficult? Or don't know at all? Come on. Here no internal marks are there. If you say simple, I am not going to ask any questions. Especially girls, I am not going to ask any question. 33% reservation is there. Boys means I will look at you when you say simple. Come on. Simple or difficult? Simple. Raise a hand. Who is that simple feeling simple? Raise a hand, please. Right? Not saying anybody, because wearing the mask and saying in suspense, simple. But you are not raising the hand. You are hesitating to say Python is simple, C is simple. Come on, anybody else? Girls, simple or difficult? Speak. Tomorrow if you go for an interview, definitely they will ask some questions. Simple or difficult? There is no option called C simple. Don't know C language? Okay. Not saying anything. So question is myself. Answer is also myself. Right. Difficult. Very, very good. Difficult. You're saying difficult. It's nice. Because it's a difficult or simple. It depends on the faculty. It depends on the faculty. 100%. Whether a student is good or not, it depends on their education. It depends on their education, how they studied. So coming to the point back here, whether it is simple or difficult, it depends on the faculty, how they train. For example, take an example in C programming. And always think positively and try to think that these are all industry related questions. If you go to C programming, I want to calculate, look at that. I want to calculate square root of a negative number, square root of a negative number, square root of a negative number, square root of a negative number. Can anybody can answer my question? Square root of negative number. Example, int n is equal to minus 25. Int n is equal to minus 25 in C programming. Even you take Java programming also. Even in Java programming also you take it. Those who knows Java, who are studying Java. I want to calculate square root of a negative number. If it is a programming, all of header math.h, immediately you are applying what? You are applying something like what? You know, math dot what? SQRT of what? N you are. Will you get an answer? You never get an answer. You never get an answer for this because C programming does not provide any library for calculation of what? Negative number calculation. Such type of library was not there. Suppose if it is my industry requirement, I want to calculate that square root of a negative number. Square root of a negative number I want to calculate. With the library of C programming, I am unable to calculate the negative number square root. Then how do you do then? You need to write, since there is no library, it is going to give you what? Error. What is that error is known as? Technically speaking, that is known as what? You know, domain error we can call. Domain error. Or you are going to get in some other languages are called what? NaN. NaN stands for what? Not a number. Not a number. Then it is giving an error in C programming. In other languages, it is giving a NaN, not a number. Then you need to write your own code. Since there is no library, I'll mention one point here. Since there is no library present, in where C as well as what? Java does not containing this library. Definitely these languages are called what? Definitely these languages are difficult. Since there is no library, you need to write your own code. You need to write your own code. To write your own code, do you feel difficult or easy? At least answer my question. Difficult. To write the code on yourself, it is going to be so difficult. Then what are you looking immediately? I am looking for some programming language. Where it provides more libraries. Where programmer can reuse the libraries. Programmer can reuse the libraries or reuse the predefined code, without writing our own code. I am writing without writing our own code. First of all, I am talking about what? Libraries. What I am going to talk about more and more in this industry. So in the industry level, to write the coding, first of all, we need to talk about the word called what? Libraries. If we know more libraries, programmer can reuse the predefined code without writing our own code. Who need to explain the more libraries? In the classroom, we need to take the use cases of the industry and we need to discuss libraries. Without discussing the libraries, programmer never gets the programming skill settle and never get the job also. C++ programming is so easy once the teacher teaches what? Libraries. Once we don't have the library knowledge, we cannot become perfection. What I'm trying to tell at this time is Python programming language provides a vast amount of libraries. So much of libraries are provided in Python programming. Since much of the libraries are present in the Python programming, the programmer can reuse the predefined code without writing what code? Our own code. So which one is better? Writing our own code is making us to feel simple, or making use of predefined code is simple? Predefined code, if it is already present, if I reuse that code as it is, I feel the language is dead easy, provided the SAR has to explain the libraries. And you don't mind, because of my direct words with you, in C programming, there are 256 header files are there. 256 header files are available. So actually, Dennis Ritchie has developed 256 libraries. Out of that, you learned only 4 files, 4 header files you learned. Any faculty who is having academic knowledge, they will say only 4 header files. You anywhere else you attend, only they will say 4 header files. But you go to industry tomorrow, 256 header files are there. Actually, original manuals of C language says 256 header files. As an industry programmer, I want to share that. If I teach C programming, at least data structures with algorithms with the C, where it is the most important in product-based companies, at least 150 header files we need to discuss in the class. That too, what header files we are aware of it? One is called stdio.h. Next is called conio.h. Your favorite answers, these are all called. Conio.h. Next is called what you know? stdio.h. stdio.h. Next is called what? String.h. String.h. In this stdio.h, you know printf as well as what? Scanf. And in this conio.h, you know CLR, SCR. And in this stdio.h, what do you know? This is called what, ma? Math.h, sorry. Math.h, you know only one function, that is called sqrt. But math.h is, you take it, there are several functions are there, mathematical related functions, like 100 functions are there in this math.h. Trigonometric functions, statistical functions, inverse trigonometric functions, hyperbolic trigonometric functions. So many number of calculation functions are available. But your faculty will say what? Only one function. And that is over. In string.h, strlen, people will say, just I am saying to you what is our previous flashback I am saying. And next is called a strcmp. And next is called a strcat. Next I am saying what? Str cmp, and then cat, and then cpy, str copy, strcpy. I am talking about it. These are your operations, what you are getting it. strcpy. What these are all? 4 plus these are called 2, 6, 6 plus 7 plus 8. You know total C programming, anybody knows in my class who are all present here, they know only 8 functions. But there are lakhs of functions are available. There are lakhs of functions are available. Am I correct, students? Those who know C language, am I correct what I am writing on the screen? I am announcing this is called only 8 functions, you know. But how many header files are there? 256 header files are there. How many you know? 4. And that too only one function, two functions you know. But there are hundreds of functions are there inside of it. See, you know, you are feeling that you know C language, but industry knows some other C language. That's what I'm saying. Even in Python programming, learning libraries are important, because to deal with what? Data science kind of application development. Data science kind of application development, if you want, compulsory we need to know what? Libraries must learn. The more libraries makes you to reuse the predefined code and makes the language to be simple. Are you getting my point? So tell me finally, when do you feel the language is simple? We feel language is simple when we use libraries. So can you learn the libraries on their own? Anybody else? We can't learn. Who require a person who knows the libraries in real time. Working knowledge of libraries in the real time is required. Now the first point I am writing, Python is one of the simple programming language, because Python programming provides rich set of, I am writing one beautiful sentence here, rich set of APIs. What is the meaning of APIs? I will give you in the class, because we are going to prepare our own APIs. In real-time practices, we need to prepare the APIs. I will tell you what is the meaning of it. So that I will give example also. So that Python programmer can reuse the predefined code. And and complete the application in a simple format. Without writing, can reuse the predefined code without writing our own code, This is what I'm just going to specify to you. So writing our own code is very difficult. Making use of the predefined code is very, very easy. Take one more example. I want to generate, take one example directly. I want to generate what? OTP. I want to generate a OTP. In C programming, minimum I have to write to 15 to 20 lines I have to write it. Minimum I have to write 15 to 20 lines, which is definitely difficult to the programmer. In Java also almost I have to write 10 lines of code. In almost even Java also 10 lines of code I need to write, which is taking lot of development time. Whereas in Python programming, I am writing in a simple way by using modules. In Python programming, if we take it, we are going to write just 2 lines of code. What is the beauty behind these 2 lines of code? Which kind of module I am using? So slowly I am introducing the programming content in front of you. What is random? Come on, module. Libraries are called simple terminology in all the languages. The libraries in our Python is officially called as what? APIs. I will give the definition of API very shortly. I will give you. Let me come to these lines. So libraries in Python are called what? APIs. And APIs are nothing but containing what? Modules. What is the random here? It is called one type of module. And in last sessions, 1 or 2 sessions, if you remember me, those who are attending from the last 2 sessions onwards, I introduced some type of modules, if you remember it, which I am discussing in detail. One is called what? Calendar module. One more is called what module? Math module. One more is called what module? C math module. Like that. There are so many number of modules we are going to discuss in the class. At least minimum hundreds of modules I am going to discuss in the class. So let me go to my environment and then let me show you. And please be here. I will go to C programming and Java programming. Instead of going to C old language, I'll show you in Java. There is a class called what? Math class is there. In which programming? In Java, there is a class called what? Math, which you are passing what value? Negative value. We are not going to get any result from it. And such type of results are easily calculated in which programming? So compared to Java and Python, which one is going to be simpler for the programmer to learn it? Python is simpler. Let me open the Python software as well as Java software. And it doesn't mean that you need to have the Java knowledge. In the features part, I will compare with a different type of languages. In the features part, I will go for a different languages. So coming to the point back here, you also. So around 4 to 5 members are there who are sleeping in the class. Please wake up. Try to listen. By seeing you, I am getting wonder. First of all, I am seeing wonder by sitting in the class, sleeping in the class. Right. Let us go to this plot. First time I am seeing this type of discipline. Go to the Python environment and then see. Yesterday's class, I shown you the downloading process. And even in today's class also, at the end of the session, I will show you. And look at that. Python. What is the latest version of the Python? 3.10. Please try to go for it. 3.10 command prompt. This is an official environment of it. Once again, I will show in the class how to install the Python software. Now I am going to say, this is a Python environment. Go to the Java environment also for a minute. Right? Let us coming to this C and program files under that Java here, under that Java 16, under that bin folder, and then they say what? JShell. JShell is going to be called one type of command prompt like. Every language nowadays is providing an interactive mode for preparing our statements. If you are in active mode, then I can inject the subject. If you are in sleeping mode, even any God is coming, they cannot inject the subject. Please be active mode, right? So if anybody is sleeping, please leave and sleep somewhere else. Don't sleep in my class. So here, int n is equal to what? Minus 25. First you take 25, and I'm printing there, you know, printing there, you know, math.sqrt of what? N. You say N and see the output of it. What is coming? What is the math class? In Java words I am talking about it. What is an sqrt is a function, predefined function calling with respect to the class name. What is the N value? Positive value, giving you what? Yes. Now I am talking about what? Minus 25 I am entering. Minus 25. See the output of it. What is nan? Not a number. So it is unable to calculate the square root for what? Negative numbers. So Java does not provide the library for calculation of what? Negative square roots. And this is only the final class where you have to learn programming like anything. You please listen carefully without sleeping. Right. Come to Python environment then. Python environment I am coming. Shall I show you? Yeah. Look at that. Print of. Print is a statement to display my result. Print is a statement to display my result of math dot. Here there is a module called math. In Java we call it as a class. Here we call it as a module. There also we have a function called what? sqrt. sqrt. sqrt is called predefined function. Say pass 25. You will get error. What is that error, please? Name math is not defined. So I need to define first. As we are saying in C programming, hash include like that. In Python, we need to say what? Import. What is it? What is it? Math. Module name I am taking. Module name I am taking. Okay. Now you write the same statement. Print of math module name dot. What is that? Function name of 25, which is going to give you what? 5.0. Now the same thing you try to pass to what? Minus 25. Like our Java. Here also you will get domain error. See that error? What is that error called? Domain error. That means math module cannot calculate the square root of what numbers? Negative numbers. Are you getting me? Then how do you calculate these negative numbers? If you are not going to get the result, we feel that it is equal to Java. But in Python, there is one more module called what? Complex mathematical operations are there, which is very important in data science. Come on, what is that now? Import. What is the module name? CMath. The moment when I come to the class, I will deal with the modules only. Because as an industry programmer, we want to teach the complete Python with libraries. Not like academic Python. Okay. Now coming to this case, import what math? CMath stands for what? Complex math. What is the module name, please? What is this module? So the moment when I am doing my requirement in the industry, we are dealing with the modules only. Without modules, there is no real-time application development. Come on to the point here. I am going to say what? CMath dot sqrt of minus 25. What is the square root of negative 25? Anybody else can say? If you know little mathematics, you will get the complex numbers. We learned already complex numbers in our childhood days only, where I will make you to remember. If you go for your quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Square root of b square minus 4ac is called a discriminant. A discriminant value may be greater than 0, less than 0, equal to 0. Did you remember that? Less than 0 is nothing but what? Complex roots will come. What is complex roots? Most of them don't. Most of them is what? Everybody don't know. That is guarantee. But in data science today, we need complex analysis is required. Complex analysis is required. Complex number information is required. We are going to talk about this. That's why in the day one onwards, we are talking about libraries. So if I go for this, it is going to be called as a 5J. 5J. Complex number format is called what? A plus BJ, which I am going to discuss in detail about the data type called complex data type. Are you getting me? So A is called real part and B is called imaginary part. A is called real part and B is called. So here you are getting only imaginary part is coming, that is 5, where J is equal to what? Square root of minus 1. J is equal to what? Square root of minus 1. And more about the complex numbers I will explain in my class. What is the answer is coming? 5j. It's not only minus square root of that. You take it as 625, you take it. 625, you take it. What is that? 625 square root is actually 25. Minus 625 square root is what? 25j. Are you getting, students? Slowly, I want to bring into the subject. I will write the 3 here. What is the 3? 1.732 plus what? J. What is that? J is equal to? Now tell me, if anybody asking a requirement of, I want to calculate the negative number square root. In C programming impossible, Java programming impossible, we don't have the library, which is difficult to write your own code. Whereas in Python programming language, we have the more libraries where I can reuse my predefined code without writing our own code. So that which language is so simple to learn it? Python programming is so simple. Let me go to one more kind of thing, my dear students. OTP I want to generate. 4-digit OTP you want or 5-digit OTP you want, depends on your requirement. I will write the code. So C programming, no libraries are present, difficult to write your own code. Java programming, difficult to write, need to write your own code. In Python, it is going to be simple to write it. Let's go. I will go for one more module called what? Import. What is the module name? Random. I will explain random sampling techniques for you. Random sampling, have you heard about it in statistics? And you need not to know statistics. I will explain in the classroom what is the meaning of statistical analysis, statistical functions, mean, mode. Next is called what? Median, variance, standard deviation. These are all called I am explaining through programming. You need not have any mathematics knowledge. I will explain in the classroom. Okay. And next I am going to print, see students, rand int. What is the function name? Rand int of 1000,9999. What is this 1000 to 9999? Any random integer value between 1000 to what? Any random number is coming. It is a 4-digit random number is nothing but 1 OTP. How to send that random number as a message to your cell? How to send this type of random number as an SMS to your cell, which we are going to discuss in our further sessions. What the number is coming? Some number is coming, some number is coming, some number is coming. What is the algorithm behind that? We need to learn in the class. Fine. And next, I want the 5-digit OTP. 5-digit OTP I want. Yes, 5-digit OTP will be coming. These days, signatureless kind of receivables will be there. Any type of blue dot people are sending some type of courier for you. They are just asking, tell me the OTP. How to send the OTP? From their software, they are sending the OTP. How to write the code for generating OTPs? How simple it is. You see how simple it is to generate it. Are you getting, students? Next, from the day one, from the last 2 days onwards, I am showing one easy module name. What is the module name? Calendar module. What is the printer of what? From the day one I am using from the last 2 days of what? Month 2022 December. Next year, last month I am using it. 2022 31st is called what? Saturday. And this year month ending is called what? 2021 12. It is called what? Friday. Are you able to get my points? So it is easy. It is easy. So by looking at this type of code, what we are understanding, can anybody can say? Python is easy to learn or difficult to learn? Provided SAR has to explain the libraries. And you take any Python student, open their notes, no libraries will be explained. No libraries will be explained. Python in 20 days, Python in 25 days, Python in 1 month, Python is over and we will become something. Because when you go to the real time, we are asking, people are asking about what? People are asking about what? All sorts of operations, which is by using what? Libraries only they are using it. Finally, the students, you please understand, I am giving definition of what? API. Python is simple to learn or difficult to learn? Simple to learn. When we learn libraries. There are so many libraries are there in Python, which satisfies from easy programming to what? Complex level programming called artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, deep learning. Those many number of libraries are present in Python. That's why Python is going to be the minimum language for getting the job in the software industry nowadays. Now I am giving definition of what? API. And your favorite answer I want to write in the bracket. What is your favorite answer? Application programming interface. Your favorite answer, na? Come on. No internal marks here. No internal marks. Your favorite answer or not? What is your favorite answer? Full forms. Full forms is our favorite answer or not? Right. Look at that. Seriously looking at. What is our favorite answer also? We don't know. Coming to the point of what is API. An API is a collection of, look at ma, an API is a collection of modules. Collection of what? Modules. In C programming, listen once. Listen once. An API of C language is a collection of header files. Header files. In Java, collection of packages. In Python, collection of, yes. So every topic will contain module. Suppose in Python, multi-threading topic is there. For that, what is that? Module is there. What is the name of the module? Threading. By using Python, I want to communicate with the Oracle database. What is the module name? CX_Oracle is a module name. I want to connect from my Python. I want to connect it to MySQL. Like that, for every module name, those many number of modules we need to learn to write the programming according to the industry. Without modules, we cannot write the coding at all. Anybody learns the Python without libraries, they will not get the job. First, you see all the notebooks with all the libraries. If it is present, then only you prefer it. Otherwise, don't prefer it, including my class also. Right or not? So, coming to that, an API is a collection of what? Module. See, students, in our Python environment, you have seen calendar is a module. Dot, I am writing what here? Month of. I am writing something like this. Because the first feature, which is a very important feature, month of, I am writing. What is this brace indicates? This indicates what? Function name. Function name is nothing but performing some type of operation. English meaning of functioning is what? Doing some type of action. As on today, everything is called what? A digital world. To press something, internally some code is executing. That code is written in the form of what? Functions. When you go to the ATM operation, yesterday I was run some type of small case study, if you remember it. Deposit, when you choose it, internally what is the function is performing? Deposit function. When you are going to generate the pin generate is an operation. Pin generate is going to be called one type of function. Everything is going to be function. Functions are available in the form of what? Functions are available in the form of what? So tell me, a module is a collection of functions. Not only functions are available, they are containing what also? Attributes also will present. What are those containing? Attributes. They are also called as, somebody else also can call it as what? Properties we can call. What they are called? Properties. Also called as what, you know? Fields they are called. Somebody else also will call it as what, you know? Variables also we can call. Let me show you that one small variable also. I am using print of math.pi. Have you heard about the pi value? Are you understanding what I am talking? The pi value 22 by there or not? One for this is not a function. This is called after all one variable name. Where it is present in math. Let me write one more thing. Logarithm of e. Logarithm of e 2.71 etc. Have you heard about logarithmic series? These are all very important in data science level. All these things we will take care in the Python class here. So let us come back here. A Python is a collection, Python programming provides rich set of API so that programmer can reuse the predefined code without writing our own code. without writing our own code. So what we must learn in that? APIs. What is the definition of API? Collection of modules. What is a module here? A module is a collection of what? Collection of what? Functions. Collection of functions. And next is called what? Variables. And one more I am writing, guys, that is called classes. And you don't worry about that classes. I'm going to explain the classes importance in the coding part, because the features only started. Slowly in the next classes like that, we are entering into the complete discussion of the programming. Once these features are over, programming, we are going to write it. Next, I hope you are understanding, because of big libraries are present, learning language is easy or difficult? Because of big libraries are available, learning language is simple or difficult? Simple. If no libraries are present, difficult to learn, because we need to write our own code. Writing our own code is actually difficult. Did you convince with that point? Yes. I don't want to just make you to write it, because as some people are writing simple. Python is easy to learn. That's why Python is easy to learn. That's why Python is easy to learn. They are writing easy to learn. That's why Python is simple. In one sentence also I can convince you. Who said Python is easy to learn it? First of all, that is, some talent is required to learn the Python programming. What is the talent required? APIs. Suppose I want to learn probability kind of things. Bayes' theorem, if you know probabilities. Bayes' theorem is there in mathematics. How can I implement it in data science? Will you write a code for probability? Impossible. Even 100 days also over, we cannot do it. But in inbuilt Python, we are having some type of predefined functions. Those functions we need to learn in the class. So every time I am talking, giving more preference for what here? APIs. So I hope first point is clear for all of you. Shall I move forward? Next point I am going to write it. So because of big libraries makes the languages simple, because everything I am making use of predefined code only. And the second point I am going to take care. What is the question in the interview point of view? Define a module. Define a module. What is the definition of module? All of you, please. A module is a collection of next and classes. Now I want to write a small example for what? Small example. What is the first module? C math. Next is called what here? Math. Next is called what? Calendar. Next is called what? Come on. Random. Like that, there are so many number of modules are available. Are you getting, guys? Fine. In detail, in the further programming, we are going to see, because I am in the feature of called what? Simple. Next. Python programming provides, I will write it directly, provides inbuilt facility called facility called garbage collector. It's a very, very beautiful point. Garbage collector. Inbuilt facility called garbage collector. So look at that. Inbuilt facility called garbage collector. Sir, what is this garbage collector is? In the programmatically, I am going to show you, and in the real time, this garbage collector is so important. Where I am going to explain this garbage collector programmatically, just I will show you, because today I will just speak about what? Importance of garbage collector only. Where I am going to show you programmatically, I am just showing. In full stack data science of my batches, OOPS related things, there is a destructor concept is available. In the destructors concept, we used to talk about this type of garbage collector importance. See that there is a function called del function. GC calls to eliminate the unused memory space. I am going to explain the garbage collector concept in the OOPS features. Programmatically, I am going to show you. Are you getting? You take any student and ask what is meaning of garbage collector, and they don't know technically how it is working. Because any point when you are learning, you must know practically. And even when you are attending my class or somebody's class or whatever the course you are attending, see that everything to be done practically or not. Whether they are showing technically, practically or not, we need to verify. Anyhow, let us go for what is the importance of this garbage collector. And this is a minimum requirement which is available in the mobile apps. First of all, take your mobile. For every 24 hours of time, one type of application is internally running behind of our mobile device to boost it up. For every 24 hours, it has to clear automatic temporary files which are generated. Those will be cleared for every 24 hours of time. Internally, some kind of application is running, which is eliminating what memory space? Temporary files which are created during our calls, during our videos watching and all, some temporary files are generated, which are automatically cleared. That is because of which kind of functionality? Garbage collector. Moreover, forcibly also we can call some type of garbage collector. For when you make a call and when the call is ending, internally lot of temporary files are created. Those temporary files are automatically eliminated, because I am going to show you that type of coding inside of the class. So what is the use of garbage collector? Suppose assume that in our mobile apps, such a type of garbage collector facility was not there. What is happening? Within 2 to 3 days, our mobile main memory is becoming full, and no call will go and no call will come inside. Because of garbage collector, the device performance is improved. Similarly, whenever I write any Python program, behind of the Python program, one program is running to eliminate what memory space? Unused memory space. Because of eliminating unused memory space, what is getting improved? What is getting improved? Performance of the application is improved. In real-time projects, it's not only one program. Some hundreds of programs are internally running. Some hundreds of programs are internally correlated to each other. When that application is running, when the application is getting completed one task, related to that task, some temporary files are created, some temporary objects are created. Those memory space has to be cleared before going to the next transaction. Who is going to eliminate that unused memory space automatically? Garbage collector will run. Suppose if garbage collector is not there, if I run 2 to 3 transactions, my application will become very much slow. Because of that, what will happen? You have to write your own code to eliminate which memory space? Unused memory space, which is a very complex from the programmer side. Is it easy to eliminate the memory space or difficult to eliminate? Very complex to eliminate the memory space, because you cannot trace out which object is created, which object is deallocated, which memory space is created, what temporary files are created. That is a big complex process from the programmer side. That's why from the software side only, modern languages like Java, Python, .NET and all, one facility is provided for us. What is that facility called? Which is running behind of our regular Python program. Garbage collector is one of the regular behind of the regular Python program. This program is running. What it will do? It will collect which memory space? Unused memory space is collected, so that performance of our program will be improved. So what is the use of that to you? You need not to write the special program like what program? To eliminate which memory space? Unused memory space. So definitely it is going to be what? Your most useful one to you. So who is taking care about the automatic memory management? Garbage collector is taking care about the automatic memory management. You need not write any special program for eliminating which memory space. That's why garbage collector is one of the appreciable facility. So I feel Python is very simple, because automatically unused memory space is removed by the garbage collector itself, so that programmer need not to write any special program to eliminate the unused memory space. Due to the inbuilt facility garbage collector, I need not to write any special code for removing unused memory space. That's why Python is once again what language? Simple programming language. So I'm writing here inbuilt facility called garbage collector, so that I can write this point, so that it can run behind of every Python program, for collecting which memory space? for collecting which memory space, guys? Unused memory space. Which memory space? Unused memory space, and improves the performance of what? Python based applications. So you need not write any such type of code. So here I am writing garbage collector is one of the appreciable code. How it is running, I just now said you. In the whoops features, I am going to show you the inbuilt facility garbage collector, how it is running. Can I disable that garbage collector or not? Can I enable that garbage collector or not? How to call forcibly? How to call automatically? I am going to tell you forcible garbage collector, automatic garbage collector, programmatically how to deal with it. We are going to see in the class. Are you following? Yeah. Collection of what? Functions, variables, classes. And Python programming provides what type of facility? Garbage collector, which is running behind of every Python program for collecting which memory space, and improves the quality of the performance of the Python based application. How many ways are there to call the garbage collectors? We are going to discuss in detail. Okay, students, now I am writing definition of garbage collector. A garbage collector is one of the Python background program. A garbage collector is one of the Python background program which is running. I am writing here, which is running behind of every regular Python program. Regular Python program means the program which you are writing. Behind of every regular Python program, and whose role is to collect what memory space? Unused memory space, and improves the performance of which applications? Python based applications. This is the perfect definition of garbage collector. By learning the programming, we need to learn what are the FAQs which are coming in the interview point of view. That is called the second facility, why Python is simple language. I hope you are understanding. If garbage collector is not there, definitely you must write your own code which will remove what memory space? Unused memory space, which is a complex. Since garbage collector is coming automatically, Python is what language? Simple language. Is it okay? Right. Next, third point I would like to give you. Why Python is again simple. Look at, according to your knowledge, whatever you know, just try to share with me. If you want to learn English, what you must know? If you want to know English, what you must know, please at least try to share with me. Number one, number two, number three. Three things I am expecting from you. Not saying anything. Alphabets. Next, what do you need to know? Words you must know. Come on, try to learn some order. Words. Next, you must know what? That is grammar you need to learn. Which is used to prepare what? Sentences. Without grammar, can you prepare sentence? Of course, don't worry, because you are from English medium from the beginning onwards. But when we speak English, people can't understand. That is a different story. Come on. And you don't feel it, because when you go to an interview, even our HR person will come once and he will talk to you also in the middle of the sessions. Tell about yourself. They will ask you speak about yourself for 10 minutes. They will observe in that grammar. They will observe first. In that grammar. which grammar they will observe, and you don't feel because of my words, because I am going to speak very frankly without any straightforward, it touch your heart. Will, would, can, could, should, shall. All of you don't know. All of you don't know. Because of that, why they will see? Because tomorrow you are interacting with the client. When you are dealing with the project, client is there now. Suppose you are developing the project for Citibank or some type of DSB or some type of standard accountant, SA. You are developing the project for one banking sector. And a bank manager is speaking in English with you, and you will understand what? Something he will use. He will use will or would or shall or should he will use. And what he will understand, we don't know. And because of that, lot of articles are there on that, on these words only, which I said. They will observe first on this. That's why communication skills are must. In my Python morning 7 o'clock student, beginning when he came, you don't know English properly. He knows only Hindi, but he is very good student in understanding, but he can't speak. Now after a few days, now he is able to speak little English. Without English, we cannot go for qualifying. And there is one more student in the same class. He is asking me, sir, teach Python sometimes in Telugu also. So impossible. Because when you go to an interview, speaking in Telugu is possible? Huh? No. So he said, sir, in our engineering, one of our faculty said Java in Telugu is a really shallow to that guy. Java in Telugu means he's a really father of Java is James Gosling. He's the grandfather of this James Gosling. Really speaking. That's all now. He developed in English, he developed in Telugu. And the Guinness Book people did not see this person. If he is there, I asked him, bring one day, we will also speak. Because everything is in English, you will tell in Telugu it seems. Really, Telugu James Gosling is. So don't learn like that, because nowadays in YouTube, Python tutorial in Telugu in 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever is coming in YouTube, who is going to give you free of cost? First of all, you just think of it. Will you give free of cost your pen to somebody? Never. Never. I never give. You will give? You never. So if who will give that free of cost? That is a waste materials, they are all called. Content is waste. So even in normal websites also, real-time content is available only in few websites. I will suggest in the class. One website I already suggested, PSF. But the documentation is already there, na? Have you seen that PSF documentation? That documentation you need to download for the first-hand knowledge of this thing. And I will suggest some hackers, rankers, hackers earth, lead code websites to solve the challenges of the real-time coding. Okay, anyhow, come to the subject. Come on, students. Okay, next, what are you learning? Alphabets. Next, what do you need to learn? Words. Next, what do you need to learn? Grammar. Similarly, come to what language? Python. Or any language, any computer science language you come. What do you need to learn, ma? What do you need to learn? First one, please. Basics. So I am writing with my standards, accurate concept. Accurate concepts. Accurate concept means whether you catched me that word or not, let me go for one small word I want to talk. Take Python environment. 22 by 7. How much is an answer? 3.1. Okay. What is an answer came? You said 3.14, but what is an answer? 3.1428, etc. So much of thing is there or not? So you said what answer? Is it accurate? It is correct, but it is the accurate answer. And I am talking purely with the programming. Next, one more question I want to ask you. There only, something A is equal to what? 3.14. Print of what, ma? A. What is the value? Student will think that it is 3.14 only, but it is coming in the interview point of view. Just please look into that. Please look into that. And you don't feel because of my sentences, 0.30f, comma, percent of f. All these tips I will tell in my classroom. See that what is coming. 3.14 is not 3.14. 3.14 is not 3.14. According to IEEE 754 manuals of software industry, after going to home, you type this word, IEEE 754 manuals, C language, C++, Python, everybody will follow that manuals only for designing of the numbers. 3.14 is not 3.14. 3.14, this is, see that answer. This is the one. Next, I will increase 60, 60. See that number, still it is coming here. But we feel 3.14 is 3.14 only because we are student now. But as a real-time programmer, I want to say 3.14 is not 3.14. It is going to be this much of biggest. And Python is so extraordinary language. It can take any amount of data. I will tell you, platform independent. I'll give wonderful explanation for it. Now you say here 80, 80. Now it go to what? Up to here only it stops. And rest of them are going to be called what? Zeros. And 3.14 value is called, actually, that is a value. What is this value called? Accurate. What we speak generally? Something we speak, which is wrong. And you don't feel because of this thing. I am speaking original facts of the programming. 3.14 or 3.14 something is more. So what you need to learn first in this topic? Accuracy you need to maintain. Accuracy, that is a very important. Accuracy means what is PSF suggested, that only we need to learn in the classroom. You cannot add our own spicy to the subject and becoming poison. What is prescribed, we learn it, we will implement practically. Next, what do you need to learn? We need to learn what? APIs, which is nothing but what? Modules. Every accurate concept, compulsory there is a module. Compulsory there is a module. Median is there. What is the purpose of median? Mode, variance, standard deviation, rank correlation, frequency distribution, sample distributions, gamma distributions. In Python programming, we are having all those things. Are you getting me? Sampling techniques. What are all these things? Already we heard about it in our probabilities, in statistics, all these things. But are we knowing the purposes? No, we are, all of them are getting by using what? APIs. We know accurate concept. We know what? APIs. What do you need to know? Out. Alphabets and next what? Words. Next, what are you learning? So sentences you are preparing by inventing your own sentences or by taking the words which is already there? By taking the words which are already there. Have you invented any word by yourself? That means you are taking the words only now. You are using the grammar and preparing what? Similarly, today you are writing your program. Today you are writing your programs. Today you are writing your programs by using what? Modules. By following syntaxes. Syntaxes you are following. Syntaxes are nothing but a grammar of our English. Every programming language will provide the syntaxes. Telugu grammar to speak Telugu sentences. Hindi grammar to speak about what? Hindi sentences. English grammar for Python syntaxes for preparing Python instructions. C language syntaxes for C language programming. Java syntaxes for what? Java programming. Like that we are using it. So I am writing here syntaxes. That too. If you take C syntaxes, C++ syntaxes are very complex compared to what? Python. Python syntaxes are what? User friendly. User friendly. User friendly means what? Like your mobile, touch screen, everything is done. Before touch screen, we have some button pressing. Your fingers felt a little disappointed. That's why new development came with finger touching or not, touch screens. Which one you feel more easy, button pressing or touch screens? Like that, Python programming will provide which syntaxes? User-friendly syntaxes makes us to develop the error-free programs. Error-free programs. Error-free programs. Error-free. If syntaxes are so hard and lengthy, you will get so many number of errors. Am I correct? If you don't follow the grammar at all, other person cannot understand. If you know the grammar very well, people can understand. Similarly, if you follow the correct syntaxes, your compiler can execute your program. Otherwise, it will say so many errors. Most of your development time is killing for solving errors only. So Python programming is providing which syntaxes? User-friendly syntaxes. That means if I look at once, I can remember the syntaxes very easily. That's why we are able to develop which programs? Error-free programs. That too, because of the APIs and all those things. In a limited span of time, I can develop the application. Limited span of time, I can develop my application. Quickly, I can develop my application because of which syntaxes? User-friendly syntaxes. Ultimately, Python is simple with user-friendly syntaxes or difficult? Simple because of which syntaxes? Yes, because of hard syntaxes. Definitely, language is becoming difficult. Are you getting my point? Let's go. Let's go to this place. I'm mentioning here. Python programming provides which syntaxes? User-friendly syntaxes. User-friendly syntaxes. So that Python programmer can develop which programs? Error-free programs can develop. Error-free programs in limited span of time. This is called what? The facility called what? Simple. See, these are the technical points to understand about why Python is simple. Is it easy to understand or difficult to understand, guys, today? Easy or difficult? So Python is simple or difficult? Simple because of how many factors? 3 factors. Because of what? Rich set of API. Come on, spell out. Rich set of API. What is an API? Collection of what? Modules. What is the module? Collection of what? Functions, variables, and what? And it is going to, these are the examples. And more about that I am discussing. Very shortly we are going to slowly in the programming. And Python provides inbuilt facility called what? So that it is running behind of every program and collecting which memory space? And no need to write your own program to remove what memory space? So that performance of the application is improved or not? So performance of your application is improved. So definition of garbage collector is also written here. And the last, Python programming provides which syntax? User-friendly syntaxes are provided so that we can write error-free programs. Lot of our development time is saved. So day by day, we are slowly entering into the programming part. Is the simple word is clear? Suppose if I don't want to talk about this thing, a person who don't have any kind of industry knowledge, he will say, even small websites you see, simple. They will write, it is easy to learn, that's why Python is simple. By seeing the sentences, I will get laugh. Is it easy to learn? Is it easy to learn? Very difficult. Without telling libraries how it is easy to learn. For Rossum, Guido van Rossum is the father of Python. He said, simple, he said. How? He knows what? What about you? He said, okay, simple. You ask him how it is simple, he will say, I said simple because you need to know libraries. I said simple because it is containing what? Garbage collector. I said it is simple because I provide which syntaxes. If you learn all these things, it is also become simple for you, he said. Like that, you need to convince to the interviewer. If you say simple, it is easy to learn, that's why it is simple, means interviewer will say, get out. Because he also feels that it is not easy to learn, it is going to be easy to learn because of these 3 points. Is it okay, guys? Fine. So this is the first feature I discussed. I took an ample of time, and tomorrow's class when I come back, I'll go for what? Freeware and open source. After this, I will talk about the second facility also, most wonderful facility called platform independent. I will explain. Platform independent, I will explain. Don't miss the class. Still any friends are there, you just call them and we are going to discuss. Fine. So almost reaches to my class. It's already 242 people are there on the online, and then already there is a 180 people are there in this class. It almost reaches to 500 students of the strength of my class. So be perfect and try to attend the classes punctually. And the Google Drive class is going to create very shortly. Today evening it is going to create. Tomorrow onwards I will upload my notes, and the administrator has announced that information for you, how you need to go for adding to the Google Classroom Drive. And he said some information also regarding your fees and all those things. Take care of it. Add as early as possible to the Google Classroom Drive. Okay. Some students are already added, and we are going to add today to them because they are in the queue, and we will add them by seeing their authentication details and all. We will add, and daily whatever I am explaining, that will be sent to you to your mail ID. After adding to the Google Classroom Drive, we will be sending these notes daily, whatever I am saying, with the programs also, what I am typing, what assignments I am giving, that also will send to the Google Classroom Drives. Okay. So tomorrow class, we are going to see the next two features to called what? Freeware and open source, with what? Platform independent we are going to discuss. Okay. Right. Thank you. Good day. All the best.